And then Charlie, as far as the House, what will the House do with this thing? And do they, if the Senate passes it with bipartisan support, does that make it smoother sailing on the House side?
I'm not sure that it does. I think that for Republicans, there's kind of a divide between the interest of House Republicans. More than probably 70% of the House Republicans come from districts where the district isn't really competitive in terms of a Democrat having a chance to win there. Their biggest concern is getting a challenge from the right, getting a challenge from someone who's even more conservative than they are. And there was some interesting polling that the Washington Post did this week in which they showed that among Republican voters, the opposition is much higher than the support for this, and that the intensity of opposition is much higher. So that's something that will give a Republican lawmaker a lot of pause when they think about it. So the question is, can the broader party interests overtake that kind of resistance to passing this? And by that I mean that the Republicans who need something to pass on immigration are the Republicans who are running in, particularly in statewide races in the purple states, the very closely divided states. They're the Republicans who are running for president, and their interests are very different from the interest of a House member from a safe Republican district. So we'll see. We'll see kind of which side of the party prevails on this. And the message that comes out of the Senate resonates very differently with different types of Republicans. For some of them, the response is going to be, so what? The people in my district don't want this. They think that it's amnesty, and they're going to oppose it right down the line.
And Charlie, in the final minute we have left, popvox.com. You do some videos for them explaining these issues. Is that the best route, you think, now to try to contact your member of Congress and influence their vote?
Yes, absolutely. You go on there, and you get a direct route in to your member's office, and you can tell them how you feel about S-744, the Senate immigration bill, and any other issue that concerns you.
Charlie Mitchell, you can find him on Take Action News and also on PopVox. He got some great videos there. He breaks this stuff down, explains it for all of us better than anybody. Charlie Mitchell, Charlie, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend, my friend.
Great. Thank you, David.
Coming up on Take Action News, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. We've got an interview with Adam Kokesh that we've done. That he is the organizer of the D.C. Open Carry Gun Rally that had been scheduled for July 4th. He was encouraging people, and he'd gotten some 8,000 to sign up to bring loaded firearms to Washington, D.C. July 4th weekend for a march to try to talk about the Second Amendment. Well, he has now canceled that march, but he's asking folks to do some other things in state capitals. We'll have our extended interview with Adam Kokesh, the march organizer. And by the way, he's also an interesting guy. He's an Iraq War veteran, a libertarian, supports marijuana legalization. Far-ranging conversation with Adam on the other side of this break. You're listening and watching to Take Action News on We Act Radio.